Hello and welcome. It is the 11th of May, 2017. Welcome. My name is Derek, and I want to go over the BitcoinCharts.com chart for Bitcoin on the Bitstamp exchange. As I've talked a lot about the 1750 mark as when this thing would break out, that's what I'd expect it to go to. And that was on the break of 1300. So I would have said, okay, you break 1300, you're going to have a nice bull market up to 1750, where you'll probably consolidate at some level and have a good chance of heading lower. Well, it's consolidated at a good level now where this resistance is now support. And since the support, it's having a nice upward move over the last few hours or so. So a very good looking chart. And when you have a situation when a key area that's supposed to be decent resistance is not on any long term or its term time frame, then that's pretty big and you can expect a decent move to the next level. So if you see this thing in the next little while trading over 1800, that means the pattern's playing out. You go up, your small correction, you go up, down, and there's your cup handle where you go down and you start to curl back up. If the curl follows through into the 1800s, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in the morning Eastern time, then that is very bullish, stating 1750 was only resistance for a little bit, an area where oftentimes sellers are going to want to exit into selling. Buyers are going to stop coming in because it's up a little bit. But no, that's not coming into play. There's been a lack of sellers and there's an aggression of buyers within this market. If we move this up to, say, just a little bit longer of a time frame, even on the 2 hour chart, we can see up move, go sideways, up move, go sideways, up move, go sideways, and that would explain the next breakout period. The Webbot has apparently stated somewhere in their Webbot reports, as JSnip4, a YouTube vlogger, has stated, that the target number of 2300 is next. I've done trendline analysis earlier, showing where the 2324 handle would make sense if, of course, it continues its breakout range of an uptrend. Let's bring the uptrend in using the yearly trend. That's a misprint, so let's fix that by switching it from 1 year to 6 months. Well, the uptrend that's been hitting this point, boom, 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 is pretty much broken out at this stage. I showed it on an earlier chart earlier today. But breaking the uptrend expects a decent size gain if it's going to have a nice size level, which would make sense for that to be the case. It's not like they went out and stated, they being the Webbot, 17, 1800 or 2000 is the number. They've got a pretty decent track record, so we'll see if that continues to move on forward, if that area is a resistance area mark. But when you have a situation in which the market, as we can see, has this uptrend, a little consolidation, and pretty much straight up like this, that if it continues this type of pattern to the 23 handle, and that's the point when sellers come into play, it would make sense for a pretty decent sell-off, and I would be thinking back in here, 1400, back where this resistance area was, 1300 even and change, as an area it might go to and back towards. And why would it go down so much? Well, there would only be so many buy orders that would be available, but mainly when you do get a large portion of sellers that come in the market from, say, a 23 handle, and they bring it down to like 19, 18, momentum will most likely, if there is much, not bring a higher high. And then throughout time, over the next few days after you have its first push, say 23 to like say 2000, maybe back up to 21, Then you create the lower high, and next thing you know, you have big selling moves, and you have Poloniex site lagging like no other. People complaining they're losing a lot of money on that site. And that's a warning sign I want to bring up as well. That if you get to a situation of those hard sell-offs, that site back in here, it was in serious trouble when it was having its big move. So that's just something to consider, that the best position you can put yourself, especially on that site, to make sure that if it gets very laggy, that you have yourself in the least amount of trouble as possible. All right, so thank you for tuning in, and have yourself a great day. Bye-bye.